Everyone knows how to earn money from the money they have. In fact, not everyone knows that people keep investing in FD, PPF, NPS and lose money every single year. But what if I tell you, you can actually build wealth from someone else's money? Sounds crazy, right? In fact, no one is a fool who would give you money so that you can build wealth. But there is someone, and we call it a bank. In this video, I'll explain it to you in detail how you can build your first, second or third crore from the money you don't even have. In fact, I will also share my personal story in this video, and I have earned at least 2 crores in the last 5 years from someone else's money, from bank's money basically. So let's dive in. Over the years, I've seen two kinds of people. People who are terrified of loans and would never take one. In fact, my own family is like that. My brother or my mother, they would never ever take a loan. If they have money, they will buy something. If they don't have money, they will not buy it. They feel EMI is a pressure and they would never ever take a loan because of that. And on the other hand, and even worse, I've seen people who would take loan for everything. The latest iPhone is launched, iPhone 16 Pro Max, and they don't have money. So what? There's always an option of no cost EMI, and they would use it to buy the latest iPhone. In fact, my own friend has done that. Similarly, they want to go on a vacation. Again, my friend has done that. They want to go on a vacation, they don't have money for it. So what? They have a credit card. They use the credit card to go on a vacation, paying 35 to 40% interest. That's literally financial suicide. Similarly, they want to buy a car of 5 lakhs, but the car they like is of 15-20 lakhs. So what? There's a car loan, right? Used a car loan to buy something of 15-20 lakhs and then got into a long-term debt, paying almost 8-9% interest. See, the point I'm trying to make is debt isn't inherently good or bad. It is how you use it that matters. And that brings us to the first topic of this video, which is good debt versus bad debt. So let's talk about the good debt first. So what is good debt? Good debt is money you borrow to create value. It is an investment in something that grows over time. And to explain it, let's take some example. Let's say you like a piece of land or you like an apartment or a house and you've done your research and you feel the prices of the property will go up, but you don't have money to buy that. So you took a home loan. A home loan would be given to you probably at like 7 to 8% interest. So you've taken this home loan, let's say of 1 CR or 2 CR, and you bought this property and you're paying 8% interest on it. Now the price of the property has gone up by 20%. So this 12% is the money you have earned from the money that is not even yours, from your bank's money, right? Similarly, education loan. Let's say you have cracked CAT and now you want to get into IIM, so you have to pay almost 20-25 lakh fees, but you don't have money for that. So what? There's an education loan. You take education loan, which maybe is let's say 9% interest, and you complete your education from IIM, and then you crack some interview where you're getting 40 lakh package. Now this is amazing. You have taken a loan which is of 20-25 lakhs at 8% or 9% interest, but the value is much more than that. Now you are earning let's say 40-50 lakhs. You can repay that. Similarly, a business loan. Let's say you are running a cafe in your city and the cafe is working really well. So you have a lot of customers, the revenue is shooting up, you have a lot of profits, and you want to have more cafes in the city, but you don't have money for that. So what? You took a business loan, let's say 11-12% interest. You took a business loan, you set up 4 more cafes in the city, which has increased your revenue and profits even further, and you can repay this debt. This is how you can use loans to actually build wealth. In fact, I have done the same thing last year. I think 2 years ago, I was searching for properties in Goa. I was really interested in buying something in Goa. In fact, I've done a podcast with a builder in Goa. You can see it on my YouTube channel around 1 year ago. Now, I found a really good property in Goa. In fact, I found one in Dabalim, and there was a piece of land which was costing me approximately 1 crore. I didn't have money for that. All my money is locked in stocks or mutual funds, so I don't have money, like liquid money to buy that land. I had approximately 25 lakhs liquid money during that time. I took a home loan, a plot plus construction loan of 75 lakhs. So basically 25 lakhs was the amount I paid to the builder, 75 lakh is the loan amount. I took a loan at like 8.5% interest and I purchased that property. After 1.5 years now, last month I got an offer for the same piece of land at 1.8 CR. That's 80% profit, right? Wrong. It is not even 80%, it is even more than that. I'll explain you how. So 1.5 years ago, I just paid 25 lakhs. That's all I had. Remaining 75 lakhs was from the bank. It was not my money. and I was paying an EMI every month. EMI was approximately like 65,000 approximately. Now, in the last 1.5 years, I have paid, in terms of EMI, I have paid almost 13-14 lakhs. So 25 plus 13-14, approximately 38 lakhs. So I have paid 38 lakhs in the last 1.5 years, but the property has appreciated by 80 lakhs. That is almost 110% profit. And this is how you can actually build wealth from someone else's money. That was not my money. I just paid 38 lakhs in this last 1.5 years and gained 80 lakhs. Use it to actually build wealth. Now, before you do that and before you are tempted to take a home loan, watch this video till the end. I will tell you a couple of interesting debt management strategies that are extremely important if you are looking for any kind of loan. So we have talked about good debt, so let's also talk about bad debt. Bad debt is borrowing money for something that loses value over time. And let me explain it to you with an example, and I'm pretty sure you must have done that. And the great example here is car loan. If you have purchased a car on EMI and you've literally spent way more than you should have, then this is for you. Let's say you wanted to buy a car of 20 lakhs, but you didn't have money for that. You have, let's say, 3, 4, 5 lakhs in your account, but you took a huge car loan and got this dream car of yours. Now, the problem with this is, as soon as the car came out of the showroom, you have started losing value. Literally, the moment you've taken the car out. And at the same time, you would also be paying heavily for the maintenance of the car. At the same time, you would also be paying to the bank this 9 to 10% interest that you have taken on this car. You would also pay to the bank. And after 3, 4, 5 years, when you want to sell your car, which is of 20 lakhs, I'm pretty sure you would not be able to sell it for more than 12, 13 lakhs. So you lose value there as well. Try to avoid it. Always try to buy something that you can easily manage. Do not overstretch when you're buying cars or something like that. In fact, my own friend, he went on a vacation to London. Literally to London when he had zero money in his savings account. He had a credit card. The limit was pretty amazing. So he used this 3 lakhs from this credit card to go to London. Now, it gave him temporary happiness, but has put him in long-term debt. And do you know how much interest do you pay for credit card? It is almost 30 to 40%. No one, even the biggest investors in the world, would not be able to beat this. Try to avoid credit card debt always. That's a rule of thumb. Try to always avoid credit card debt. And when you have to pay full amount. Don't pay the minimum due amount on your credit card. Since we have talked about good debt and bad debt, let's also talk about how rich people use it. On what exactly do they do? Now you think about any rich person, be it Mukesh Ambani or Elon Musk, they use debt strategically. They borrow money at low interest and they use it to create something which is of very high value and earn a lot of money from it. And for example, imagine Jio. In 2016-2017, when Jio was launched, Mukesh Ambani took thousands of crores of debt, literally thousands of crores of debt. And he built Jio, built a great infrastructure, actually make it really popular. And in the last 6-7 years, he has now repaid all the debt. And the company is worth now millions and billions of dollars. And this is the amazing part of using debt. He used all this low interest money from the bank, built something huge, built a huge business out of it, and now repaid the entire debt. And the company is all his. Similarly, the real estate, the flat I am staying right now or the house you are living in right now, when you purchase it from the builder, do you think the builder had all the money to create that society and everything? No. They borrow money from the bank. They again have this low interest money from the bank. They use it, create something, and then they sell it to you. And now you are paying that. This is how all the big real estate companies are made. If you understand this principle, you will definitely become wealthy in a very few years. Basically, the rich understand one principle. Don't use your money when you can use someone else's. If you understand this, I promise you, you will make a lot of money in the next couple of years. Now, if you're convinced that debt is not evil and you might consider one, let me tell you some amazing debt management strategies. And these are extremely important. While debt is amazing and you can use it to build wealth, if you do it without planning, it would put immense pressure on you and you might not be able to live your life. So please focus on these strategies first. The first thing is calculate debt to income ratio. What does this mean? Let's say your salary is 1 lakh. If it is 1 lakh, the monthly EMI should not exceed more than 40%, which basically means if your salary is 1 lakh, your EMI, monthly EMI should not be more than 40,000. In fact, I remain a bit more conservative. I try to ensure it is not more than 30%. So if my salary is 1 lakh, I will ensure my EMI amount is not more than 30,000 for a particular month. And please follow it, otherwise it would put you in immense pressure, because you might lose your job, something else happens to you accidentally, and then suddenly you have a lot of pressure from the bank and your family and everywhere. So please use it. This is extremely important. Second point, have an emergency fund. That is extremely important. Let's say your monthly expense is 50,000, and I say monthly expense as in your whole family monthly expense is 50,000. In that case, do 50,000 into 12, have at least expense for 1 year saved in FD. So 50,000 into 12, 6 lakhs. Just put this 6 lakh in bank FD and just forget it. This will be used when there's some time of uncertainty, when you might lose your job, something else happens to you. This is the money you will use when there's some kind of problem. So don't touch this money, put this money in FD. This is not for growth, this is for safety. Third, EMI fund. This is very important, and a lot of people might not even tell you this, and I follow this almost always. Let's say my monthly EMI is 30,000. If it is 30,000, I will multiply 30,000 to 12, basically 1 year of EMI, and lock it in FD again. So 30,000 to 12, 3,60,000. I will put 3,60,000 in bank FD and forget it. Again, this will be used to cover my 1 year EMIs. If I lose my job, if something else happens to me and I'm unable to pay my EMI, at least for 1 year, I am saved. Please follow it. Fourth thing, avoid credit card. Avoid this high interest borrowing. I'm not saying avoid spending using credit card. I'm saying stop taking debt on credit card. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you can pay that total amount at the end of the month when your bill is generated, take it. It is amazing. You will get a lot of rewards. But if you can't pay the entire amount at the end of the month when your statement is generated, do not take it. Credit card give you money at like 30 to 40% interest. You would never ever be able to beat it. Always prioritize high interest debt. Please pay it first and stop taking this debt. That's one. Finally, the fifth point, avoid impulse buying. I know it is very hard, but just try to not buy or not just take loan for things which are non-essential. Always take loan for essential items and for assets that will grow over time. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is debt isn't something to fear. It is something to master. Use it to build assets, grow your wealth and secure your future. Remember, the goal is to make debt work for you, not against you. Now, tell me in the comment section what is the smartest way you have used debt. I read all the comments and I try to reply to all of them. I would love to read your comments and would reply to you. And if you like the video, don't forget to share, and I'll see you next week. Bye.